welcome back to my channel. Probably wondering where I am, but I'm just trying to explain why I haven't posted in a while. I'll show you the exact reason. As you can probably see, I've got a puppy. It takes a lot of time and effort to look after one. We've been trying to train him, so that's the reason why I've not been posting. I would show a close-up of Milo, but it's actually in between the sofas right now, so I can't get to him. But today I've filmed a full face of first impressions of e.l.f. cosmetics, and this is a look that I came up with, so if you want to see that, then keep on watching. So these are all the products that I'm testing today. I got them all off the e.l.f. website. I'll link every product in the description. It took about 1 to 2 weeks to get delivered, which isn't that bad seeing as we're in quarantine. So I'm starting off with the e.l.f. Oil Control Lotion. I'm using this as like a primer because my base does get quite oily throughout the day. The consistency is quite runny. I expected it to be a lot thicker, but we'll see how it goes. As you can probably tell, it's made my face quite red, but that's okay because my skin's quite sensitive. It goes red with a lot of things, but I feel like this has matted my face down a lot better than most products. So today for brows I'm testing out the liner and brow cream from e.l.f. in the shade medium brown. So on first impressions it is really creamy and pigmented. I'll just show you a swatch up close so you can see what it looks like. So I'm starting off by brushing my brows out so then I can get that perfect line underneath. This product is really creamy. I feel like for beginners it might not be so good because it's really hard to base that product, because as it's quite creamy it's hard to place it in one place. I really do like the colour of this because I find usually medium browns, they are quite on the warm side, they make my brows look quite orange, but I find this one is a lot more cool toned. This is a quite easy product to get block brows, so what I'd suggest is just going straight in with a spoolie and flicking all that up. So now that my brows are on, I'm just going to conceal it with the HD Lifting Concealer. So first impressions on this concealer, it looks quite small, but I've just compared it to my Revlon concealer, and this one has 6.5 milliliters and this one has 6.2, so even though they do look quite different in size, this has more product. So I've got this concealer in the shade Light. I think it only comes in the shades Light, Medium and Dark, but I would say if anyone was a bit paler than me this would not work for them because in person it is quite orange. So now that both my brows are on, I'm going to move straight on to base products. I'm not going to be testing out the foundation today because I've already used that, so it's not going to be a full face of first impressions. So I'm going to go in with the concealer and just conceal my spots. But this side of my face is playing up at the minute. It's got quite a bit of spots and blemishes, so it's really going to test how full coverage this concealer is. So what I'm going to do is just pat it in with the concealer brush and then I'm going to blend it out with the beauty blender, but I'm going to let it dry a little bit, so then where the concealer's been placed on my spots it gives me more coverage and sticks to them areas. So the concealer's not too bad. It does claim the product to be blemish concealing. I would say that it's more of a light medium coverage, so it doesn't cover much. It does look okay on the skin. It looks like my skin but better, but I wouldn't suggest it for oily skin as it is quite dewy. So now going in with contour and powder, I've got the contour palette in light medium. So I'm just going in with this light shade to set my face. I feel like the packaging is quite good, seeing as it's got a mirror, so it's good for like travel and stuff. So first impression of the powder, I feel like it's given me a bit more coverage. It's definitely mattified me down, and I feel like it's made my skin look a lot smoother. So for blush, I'm going in with the multi-stick and a foundation brush, and I'm going to stipple that onto my cheeks. This cream blush, it does look quite shimmery, which I don't usually like in blushes, but I'll show you a swatch up close. So I've got my camera to show you up close, but it's got like gold flakes of glitter in it. So because this is quite pigmented, I'm just going to rub the foundation brush onto the product instead of putting it straight on my cheeks. So I've just flipped the camera so you can see it up close. So I don't mind the blusher, it was easy to blend out, it is a nice colour, but I feel like in the sun when you're out it does look a bit weird because you have got specks of glitter all over your face. I'm just going to take the contour colour out of the contour palette and put that on my cheekbones. In the pan it does look like quite a cool toned colour, but I find when you apply it it's a lot more warmer, so I feel like this will be better as a bronzer rather than a contour. So I did get a powder blusher, it's in the shade Blushing Rose. It's way too dark for me, so I'm not going to use it, but I'll show you a close up of what it looks like. I feel like this is more of a highlighter than a blusher as it is quite shimmery. So now I'm testing out the baked highlighter in the shade Moon Pearl. So I think I've just found a new favourite highlighter. This looks so good on the skin. It doesn't look powdery whatsoever. I find most highlighters it's obvious that you've got a highlighter on, whereas this, it just melts into the skin, it's not powdery, and it just looks so natural. Because they didn't have much of a selection for eyeshadow, I'm just going to take the eyeliner pencil in the shade Coffee and line my waterline. First impressions, I actually really like the packaging. The lid is actually a sharpener, which is very convenient. I went a bit too big with the eyeliner, so I'm just going to take makeup remover and make that line thinner. So I actually really like that eyeliner. It didn't tug on the skin like most pencil eyeliners do. I find it's really creamy and really pigmented. It probably could be used as a brow product if you have darker brows. I'm always dropping things. And another. This is chaos. It's because I've got all my stuff on my bed. Don't know whether you can see. It just keeps sliding off. So for mascara, I'm going to be testing the Plump It Up mascara. It says it's supposed to be defining and volumizing. So for this one, I'm going to get really up close, then you can see what it does. So I actually really do like this mascara. I feel like it's very separating, it makes my lashes look really black. However, I prefer this on my bottom lashes, but I always prefer my favourite on the top. My favourite is the W7 Flirty Eyes mascara. I've tried so many mascaras out, and that's the only one I can get along with on the top lashes. It makes my lashes look so long. However, I would use the e.l.f. one for the bottom lashes. I picked up 2 lip products. I picked up a lip gloss and a deep burgundy matte lipstick. So I'm going to try out both for the sake of this video, and I'll see which one I prefer. I've not got a lip liner, so the application might be a bit messy, but I'm going straight in with the lip gloss. I really do like this lip gloss. I feel like it's not sticky whatsoever, it's quite moisturising on the lips. However, I do not suit this shade, I don't think I like it. So this is probably going to go straight to my sister. So I'm just going to wipe this off and try out the other lipstick. I really like this lipstick, it's quite creamy, it's pigmented. However, I did swatch it earlier and it's not smudge proof, so if you're planning on wearing this all day, make sure you take the lipstick with you and top up along the way. So this is the final look. I really enjoyed filming this video. All the products are just amazing for the price. If you take it into consideration how much everything costs, it's definitely worth the price. It cost me around £30 for a full face, not including foundation. I did find some duds, which is the cream blusher, I probably wouldn't use that again, and the lip gloss, I probably wouldn't use that either. However, I did find a new favourite, which is definitely the e.l.f. highlighter. I just love this, I'm probably going to use this every day. But I hope you found this video useful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.